To Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. So, how you look at your life matters. It matters more than you can even imagine. Do you look at your life as a life of suffering? Or do you look at your life as a life of discovery, of joy, of uncovering new things? Because what I've come to understand is the perspective that we look at life determines. Do we expect to have good things happen to us? Or do we expect bad things to happen to us? Do we expect our relationships to be easy or to be hard? Do we expect to be abundant, or do we expect to struggle financially? Do we expect a healthy body? Are you looking at your body as a healthy body, or are you looking at it as diseased? You see, the perspective from which you experience life creates the very life that you expect. Because something can happen to you. For example, I'll go back. Almost 20 years. I was let go from my job. I could have looked at it and said, oh my God, this is horrific. I lost my job. Horrific. Instead, it gave me the opportunity to go get my master's degree in consciousness studies. And that's why I'm talking with you now as a minister of New Thought. You see, I could have looked at getting let go from the corporate world as horrific, but in reality, it was an absolute blessing because it freed me to do what I wanted to do, what I love to do, that I may not have taken the chance on. Does that make sense? And you say, well, you were lucky that happened. Well, as I examined it, let me share this with you. I realized that the energy that I was putting out, there was no way I was going to stay in that corporate job because it's not who I was. It's not what I wanted to do anymore. I'd outgrown that. I realized it wasn't that which gave me joy. And so when I look at all the jobs, like I lost 1, 2, 3. I've lost 3 jobs in my life. Guess what? I hated those jobs. And so the universe got me out of it. And it wasn't the universe doing anything for me. It was the energy of how I was looking at that job. And that energy created the experience. Because guess what? There are people around you that may not be that aware. But your energy, whatever it is going to impact them in how they respond. That's why it's so important to look at your life, and how you're looking at it radiates an energy. And the energy that you radiate will attract to you or repel from you. I think the key point here is that if you could look at your life, no matter what is happening, no matter how you're looking at it, and you can come to the understanding that everything that you experience is for the purpose of making you more aware. More aware of what? More aware that you have a body and you have a mind, but that's not who you are. Your mind and your body are the vessels through which you get to experience this life. So who wants to experience this life? I don't know what else to call it, but your individual point of consciousness, your soul. But the key thing in the human form, we see everything as separate, but our soul is not separate. We're part of the infinite awareness, the infinite consciousness. And we've been individualized with the way we use our minds so that we can experience the duality of the 3D world. It's a fascinating life, folks. I look at life and say, what juice can I get out of it today? How can I experience even more joy, more peace, more beauty? How can I uncover my connection to myself, to the infinite, my connection to my wife, to my children, to my granddaughter, to my dog, to my bird, to the friends in my life, to my community? How can I have a greater experience with them through and in love? See, when it's through love and in love, that's a perspective in how you're looking at your life, isn't it? Are you looking at your life, accepting it, and knowing that it's to make you more aware, or are you fighting against it? If you're fighting against it, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a long, hard row. And you're going to think that you're a victim, and you are because you think you are. You can think you're a progressive, that you're always moving toward a greater, more expansive experience of life. The more you see life that way, oh my goodness, the world opens up in a way that you have yet to even imagine. So, who are you going to be today, folks? How are you going to look at your day? How did you look at your yesterday? Did you look at it last night and say, oh my God, look at all the wins I had? Did you count the number of wins you had yesterday? Because if you do that every night, you'll make a mental atmosphere within you that you are a winner. Here's the secret. You're always winning, but you're winning at what you put your focus on. Make sure you put your focus on that which juices you, that is more expansive. With that, my beautiful souls, make it a great day. Choose to look at life, your life, as a great life, a prosperous life, a healthy life, a life filled with love. Until tomorrow, aloha.